Hey everyone, let's take a deep dive into the formula F equals ma. We know from Newton's second law of motion that force equals mass times acceleration. Now, we also know from Einstein that E equals mc squared. So rearranging that formula, we get m equals E divided by c squared, so which is energy divided by the velocity of light in a vacuum squared. Now, if we substitute m equals E divided by c squared into F equals ma, what we discover is that force equals energy divided by the distance the force acts. Now, we know from the formula for work that work equals force times distance, and rearranging that, we get force equals work divided by distance. And work is the energy associated with a force that moves an object over a certain distance. So in other words, force equals energy divided by distance. And that is confirmed when we substitute m equals E divided by c squared into the formula for F equals ma. Now, let's go back to what I was talking about in my previous video about the crate falling from an aircraft. And let's talk about net force. So when the terminal velocity of the crate is reached, the net force is zero, which means the net joules per meter equals the joules per meter given by the weight, because that's acting downwards, and you minus that by the joules per meter because of the air resistance. And since the net force equals zero, the joules per meter because of the weight equals the joules per meter because of the air resistance. And what that means is that there's no change in the energy. So we know that kinetic energy is energy due to motion, and so that conforms with the fact that when the terminal velocity is reached, the kinetic energy remains constant. And also, in terms of Newton's third law of motion, that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. So the action force equals the reaction force, but in the opposite direction, obviously. So the joules per meter for action equals joules per meter for the reaction. And because the two forces are acting over the same distance, we get the energy due to the action equals the energy due to the reaction. And that conforms with the law of conservation of energy because the energy is equal on both sides of the equation. And that's all for this video. Please see the description below for more details, and I'll see you in the next one.